Oftentimes, folk that are unhoused live in community, right, and live with others to keep their safety and see others, and are in very close proximity for physical and emotional warmth.
When someone overdosed on the street, all you had to do was stand up and scream for Narcan, and even if it came from 2 blocks away, someone came running. It's not the same when you're inside of an SRO, when we all have our own room and someone comes home and goes up and closes their door. It's not the same.
Yes, you might be housed, but now within your home, you can't see your neighbor, you can't have regular community meals or TV time and the blessings of being in a residential space. That increases mental instability. That then, when you're going through, difficult emotional times, substance use tends to increase as well. And that isolated substance use that happened via COVID increased our overdose experiences within our permanent supportive housing sites.
Here at DISH, we serve 570 formerly homeless adults, all of which had pretty serious chronic health issues, substance use, other mental health concerns in a permanent housing setting. One of the things about our site is that we really wanted to feel like a refuge for people who have been formerly homeless, who have been living in encampments. Many of our tenants came here directly from the streets, and so having a place to call home has been deeply important, and also creates some challenges because you go from living in a community on the street or in an encampment and you come inside and you're sort of by yourself in your room. And so I think that is one of the challenges we see here, and really tried to create some networking and community within the residents by investing in peer responders so people don't feel so alone when they move into this kind of setting.
We have Narcan available at all our sites, available not just through staff, but accessible to all of our residents through public access points. On every single floor of every single building, there's a Narcan dispenser. This is for us, the bare minimum. The Brave button is a form of harm reduction technology that when is pressed, within 3 to 5 minutes afterwards, someone will come check on you. In addition to that, we kind of coupled it with a peer response network, thanks to our collaboration with the DOPE project via the National Harm Reduction Coalition. We were able to implement basically a cohort of peer responders that were either already trained in Narcan and had a significant amount of lived experience. They were kind of the experts for the building, right? And so you have a team of 5 people that then take on kind of the compassionate care, right? And become the responders when someone's having an issue, or when someone's overdosing, or when someone's experiencing kind of a moment of need in relationship to their drug use.
The idea is simple. We install a little doorbell on the wall in your room, and this is why it's called the Brave button. It's up to you to be brave enough to use it. So the way I would explain it is that button is you being able to stand up and scream for help, and then have your neighbor come and help you.
If someone were to use, there's no judgment. We don't judge, we don't look down on people. That's the most important thing, is taking the stigma away.
One of the impacts that it's done for me personally as a peer responder is it gives me a sense of purpose. It's nice to feel needed in the community that you're a part of, and being able to make others feel a part of that community as well.
It's my pleasure that I saved 3 lives since I've been here, yes. And it was a challenge, and after seeing the person, back again, it's a big, I feel happy about it.
I feel that it's really been beneficial to not just me, but hopefully other people. And they've come to me and asked me questions about the Brave button, asked me questions about the DOPE project, Narcan, many times. And I've saved a lot of people in this building.
I mean, in the first 6 months of having the peer responders team, I believe they reversed at least 8 overdoses. We paid our peer responders. This wasn't a free job. The peer responders here have done trainings at all of our sites. They at a certain point they had their Narcan dispensing hours, and so they would split the days of the week and then have a chunk of time, and people would come see them from 4 to 6 or from 7 to 9, and come get their Narcan if they wanted to have a conversation. That work is huge. You know what I mean? And also when it's done by your neighbor and it has nothing to do with staff, even bigger. I think a major challenge has been, not having the funding, which leads to the lack of capacity to continue certain things. My dream would be to have this at every single site, because it would totally change the game.
I enjoy it. I feel privileged to be a part of it.